Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you're okay. Again, my name is Arjun, and we are here today to discuss about the topic on how to create a simple generated automatic certificate of attendance or certificate of appreciation to your ongoing training or ongoing seminar to your group or to your organization. So all you have to do is, first of all, create your template like this one. So you may have your screenshot if you want to follow the simple template on certificate of recognition or certificate of participation. Okay, so you may choose recognition if you want to participation to your template. Okay, certificate of participation, this certificate or awards this certificate of participation to, so the name of the participant or full name. So you have to indicate this lesser and greater than symbols here because this is being recognized by Google in creating a generated attendance. Okay, so for having successfully completed the training that you have held via Zoom platform or Google Meet platform, that depends on the platform that you are using, on February 2021. And given this, write the day of February 2021, and then the name of your principal or the name of your manager or whoever is the signatory of your training. Okay, so once you're done with it, then you have to start working with your Google form like this one. So create a form, then from the blank option you have to write your form. So let's say this is certificate of, let's say, participation or certificate of appreciation. So then you have to write your questions like or indications, write your full name, then your short answer text and click required. Then your, let's say, position to your job, then create a copy, and then let's say your company, your school, then write the address. Okay, and that's it. Okay, once you're done with it, so click on responses, then generate, create spreadsheet. Okay, create a new one. So this will be the content of your response or responses later on. So these are just the headings, and the Google form will follow in your options. Okay, so going back to your form, so this is your certificate of participation, and then click the settings, so edit, collect email address so that it will easily send the copy of certificate to the recipient's email address. You have the option to restrict it to users with your organization, or if there are participants coming from different organizations, then you have to uncheck that button so that all of them can participate in your Google form and they can get their certificate. So edit after submit so that when there are errors, for example, so they can still undo it and check the work and click save once you're done. And here in your send option, you have to create a link and shorten that link, okay, or URL, and copy on it, and then give that URL to your participants. So let's try a sample if it is working. So here we are. So I have to write my email address, for example, shoped@walnuths.com, and then my full name, okay, si Pedrenia or Pedrena Junior. My position is Master Teacher 2. Then my school is Valenzuela National High School. Okay, and my address is A. Fernando Street, Marolas, Valenzuela City. And we are from the Republic of the Philippines. Okay, and once you're done, click submit. So here I'm done. So certificate of participation. So response has been recorded. Now I'll check on it. So here already is the response coming from Google after signing the Google form. Okay, now from here, from this response or responses, you can start working on your certificate. Okay, so click add-ons, and then you have to download this AutoCAD extension application of Google. Just simply search AutoCAD and then click install and wait for a few seconds or minute, for example, to install it. And then start your Google and you can start already working with your certificate. Okay, so once you're done, click launch. And then follow the settings. Click new job. Write the full name, let's say certificate of participation or certificate of appreciation if you want. And then from Drive, you have to look for the certificate template that you have created for you to have your automatic or generated certificate for your participants. Okay, and then click select, then click next. And this is very important. This is the map or to column where you're going to indicate in your certificate. So in this template, for example, that I have created in here, I only have indicated a full name. So this is the lesser and greater than option, or rather symbol. So you have to choose that in your option here. Okay, that's the only portion of the template that I want to be filled up with, and that option is about their full name. So you have to choose that. Okay, and then click next. And then here in the type, you have to choose PDF to make it permanent and no one can edit on it. But if you want also to have a Google Doc, so that's also okay. And then click next. And here is the folder. So if you don't have your folder, then create your new or choose a folder if you want to place all of the certificates to one folder only. And then click next. A dynamic folder reference is optional, so you can click next. And also with set merge conditions, optional also, and then click next. So here we have to check yes. Okay, and follow these steps. Allow collaborators to reshare, so no need. And then here, it's very important. You have to write your tag. Okay, so lesser than symbol twice, and then type email address, and also greater than symbol, and then your type, or type in subject, so certificate of participation. Then write your message. Say, thank you for attending the seminar. So here is your certificate. Okay, so once you're done, click next also. And then here, add, remove, or job trigger. So click run on form trigger and click yes. Okay, and then you have to click save. Oh, there's an error. So I forgot to put the file name, so certificate of participation. Okay, and then continue, so click next, and also next. So here we are. I already have filled this up, so click next, run on form trigger, save. Okay, saving certificate of participation. So this is the final stage. So all you have to do is click this button and run job. Now it will easily generate a certificate already. And that depends on how many participants you have. So if there are many of them, so it takes, let's say, takes for a while to finish. But if there's only one, then it's quite fast. So that depends on how many of them are there in their responses. Okay, so if we have 100 or 1,000, it may take quite long, and just wait for it and be patient. And then after that, all of them will have their own certificate. Okay, so you can take a coffee while waiting on it, or you can take your milk, or you can take a nap because it takes a while to finish. Okay, so once you're done, just click exit. Okay, so let's try to check if this is already a certificate. Oh, so here we are. I already have generated my own certificate. Okay, so just simple steps to follow to create this auto-generated certificate. Now, let's try to look at the email address if the certificate is being sent by the Google. Okay, so let's try to open another browser. Okay, and check whether it is already sent or uploaded to the email address of your recipient. So let's try to open the email address. Okay, of this participant. So here we are. Perfect. Okay, so the participant has received the certificate from the training that he or she has attended. Okay, so guys, I hope you learned something today. At start, it's quite difficult to imagine that this certificate can be generated by the Google, but as you can see, or as you have seen on it, it's possible. Okay, so all you have to do is just follow that simple steps to generate your certificate. Okay, it's not that difficult, but you need to, I guess, imagine on how to do it. Simply follow the simple steps, and at the end, you'll be happy receiving or sending that certificate to your participants without much burden or without much effort. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed watching and you may apply this to your trainings later on or to your probably seminars in the future. So again, I'm Sir June signing off, and I hope to see you in another video that I want to share with you. Thank you so much, and bye bye.